Picture Paris in the 1880s. The city is a dazzling spectacle of art, science, and progress. The Eiffel Tower is just beginning to pierce the skyline, a symbol of a bold new era. But beneath this glittering surface, a darkness festers. In the gaslit alleyways and crowded slums, life is cheap, and death is a constant companion. This is the world of Dr. Antoine Dubois, a man driven by a fierce sense of justice and an unyielding curiosity. He's not one of the celebrated physicians of the grand hospitals. Instead, his clinic is a modest affair tucked away in the labyrinthian streets of Montmartre, where he tends to the city's forgotten souls, the artists, the laborers, the destitute. One cold autumn evening, a frantic woman bursts into his clinic, her eyes wide with terror. Her husband, a stonemason named Jean, has vanished without a trace. He was strong, healthy, with no enemies she knew of. He simply went to work one morning and never came home. The police were dismissive. Another poor man lost to the city's unforgiving maw. But Dr. Dubois sees something in the woman's desperation that resonates with a growing uneasiness felt for months. Jean isn't the first. Dubois starts to connect the dots. He recalls other patients, other stories of healthy, working-class men and women disappearing suddenly. There's a pattern, a chilling consistency that the official reports ignore. They are always people on the margins, people whose absence wouldn't cause a stir. His investigation begins in the morgues, places of grim routine and cold marble slabs. He speaks to the attendants, men hardened by the daily parade of death. At first, they are but a few francs and a shared bottle of cheap wine can loosen tongues. He learns of bodies arriving with unusual, surgically precise incisions, yet their official cause of death is listed as accident or consumption. Even more disturbing, some bodies are missing organs, not just one or two, but kidneys, livers, even hearts. The records are conveniently incomplete, the details maddeningly vague. Driven by a grim certainty, Dubois delves deeper into the city's underbelly. He spends his nights in the smoky taverns and dimly lit cafes of the Les Halles district, the belly of Paris. He listens to the whispers of pickpockets, the boasts of criminals, and the fearful rumors of ordinary folk. He hears tales of the butchers, shadowy figures who stalk the night, preying on the unwary. They are described as men in fine clothes, with steady hands and sharp knives, who spirit people away in unmarked carriages. One name keeps surfacing in these hushed conversations: Le Corbeau, the Crow. He is a phantom, a broker of the macabre, rumored to be the mastermind behind the disappearances. No one has seen his face, but everyone knows his reputation. He can procure anything for the right price, and his commodity is human life itself. Dubois realizes this is no mere street crime. The precision of the incisions, the knowledge of anatomy, it all points to trained medical professionals. His own colleagues. The thought sends a shiver down his spine. He starts observing the city's elite medical circles, attending lectures at the Sorbonne and social gatherings of prominent surgeons. He notices a clique of doctors, led by the charismatic and ambitious Baron von Hesse, a celebrated surgeon from Vienna, who now holds a prestigious position in a private Parisian hospital. The Baron and his circle are known for their lavish lifestyles, far beyond what a typical surgeon's salary could afford. They speak of pioneering new transplant techniques in hushed, excited tones, yet their published research is mysteriously scant on details. They host exclusive soirees in opulent mansions, attended by some of the wealthiest and most powerful figures in Europe. Dubois suspects these gatherings are more than just social events. They are marketplaces. Using a forged invitation obtained from a grateful, well-connected patient, he gains entry to one of these clandestine parties. The air is thick with expensive perfume and the murmur of discreet negotiations. He overhears snippets of conversation that confirm his worst fears. An aging British lord complaining about his failing kidneys, a German industrialist inquiring about a fresh heart for his ailing son, and Baron Bonnet moving through the crowd like a maestro, assuring his clients that a donor will be sourced soon. The horrible truth crystallizes. This isn't just about selling organs to medical schools for dissection. This is a sophisticated, international network, providing fresh organs for illegal, experimental transplant surgeries for the poor and missing of Paris are the unwilling donors. Le Corbeau is the middleman, the one who orchestrates the abductions, while the Baron and his team of corrupt surgeons perform the grisly work. Dubois knows he cannot go to the police. The network's clientele is too powerful. Their influence reaches into the highest levels of government. The police would either bury the case, or he'd end up at the bottom of the Seine. He is on his own. He must expose them himself. His plan is desperate. He needs concrete proof, something irrefutable. He learns from a disgruntled nurse that the Baroness' private hospital has a secret operating theater in the sub-basement, accessible only to his inner circle. This is where the gruesome surgeries take place. Under the cloak of a moonless night, Dubois breaks into the hospital. The building is a silent, sterile labyrinth. He navigates the deserted corridors, his heart pounding with every creak of the floorboards. He finds the hidden entrance to the sub-basement, a reinforced door concealed behind a row of storage shelves. Picking the lock, he descends into the cold, damp darkness. The air below is heavy with the metallic scent of blood and antiseptic. He finds the operating theater. It's a scene from a nightmare. A state-of-the-art surgical suite, gleaming with chrome and steel, stands in stark contrast to the rough-hewn stone walls. On a table in the center lies a body, covered by a sheet. With a trembling hand, Dubois pulls it back. It's Jean, the stonemason. His chest bears the fresh, brutal incisions of a harvested heart. Suddenly, he hears footsteps. The Baron and two of his surgical assistants enter the room, discussing their successful procurement. Dubois hides in the shadows of an alcove, his mind racing. Is traped. Just as they are about to discover him, a diversion is created. A loud crash echoes from the upper floors. One of Dubois's loyal friends, a street performer he had confided in, has created a disturbance as planned, drawing away the hospital's night watchman. The Baron, irritated but not alarmed, sends his assistants to investigate the noise. He remains behind, momentarily alone. This is Dubois's chance. He steps out of the shadows. The Baron spins around, his initial shock quickly replaced by an arrogant sneer. Dr. Dubois. Dr. Dubois, I should have known you were too curious for your own good. What follows is not a fistfight, but a battle of wits and wills. The Baron, confident in his power, tries to bribe and threaten Dubois. He offers him a place in the network, unimaginable wealth and prestige. We are pioneers, Dubois. Proclaims. We are saving the lives that matter, the great men who shape the world. These paupers, they are a resource, nothing more. Dubois rejects the offer with contempt. You are not pioneers. You are monsters who prey on the weak. Asteargue Dubois subtly maneuvers the Baron toward a large cabinet of medical chemicals. The Baron, enraged by Dubois's defiance, lunges at him with a scalpel. Dubois sidesteps, and in the ensuing struggle, he shoves the Baron backward. The Baron stumbles, crashing into the cabinet. Jars of volatile chemicals tumble down, shattering on the stone floor. A lantern is knocked over. Flames erupt instantly, spreading with terrifying speed through the spilled chemicals. The secret lab becomes an inferno. The Baron shrieks as the fire engulfs him. Dubois, his face grim, retreats from the blaze, grabbing a ledger from the Baroness' desk. On his way out, the ledger containing the names of the clients and the network's transactions. He escapes the burning hospital just as the fire brigade arrives. The fire destroys the secret lab, erasing all physical evidence of the horrific surgeries, and consuming the Baron and his crimes in its flames. The next morning, an anonymous package is delivered to the office of the most tenacious journalist in Paris. Inside is the Baron's ledger. The story explodes across Europe. The scandal is immense, reaching the highest echelons of society. Dukes, industrialists, and politicians are implicated. Reputations are shattered, fortunes are lost, and the powerful network crumbles under the weight of public outrage. The mysterious disappearances in Paris stop. Dr. Antoine Dubois returns to his small clinic in Montmartre. He seeks no fame, no recognition. His reward is the quiet knowledge that the streets are a little safer for the forgotten people he has sworn to protect. He continues to treat the poor, his hands healing the sick, his conscience clear. But sometimes, on a quiet night, as the gas lamps flicker, he looks out at the sprawling city and remembers the darkness that lurks just beneath the surface. A chilling reminder that the fight for justice is never truly over. Thank you for watching. If you were captivated by this story of intrigue and justice in 19th century Paris, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from the hidden corners of history. See you next time.